If you do not clear obstacles in a sales call, they will come back to become objections. So don't move on until the customer has had a satisfying answer to their problem or to their query. I've just watched this happen with a sales call where the client came back to the same point on 2 separate occasions, and then it came up when asking for price. And that issue was, in a group setting, how is it personalized? That's the issue. And so the answer that was given wasn't satisfactory, right? The sales guy did check in and say, does that answer your question? And actually the first time she said a little bit, or that wasn't actually the word she used, it was like somewhat or part way, which evidently told him that it wasn't a completely satisfactory answer. And so finding out exactly what it is that they want by summarizing their question back to them can be super helpful. What she wanted to know here is, my kid's a special snowflake. I'm a special snowflake. What everyone else needs is not what I need. How am I going to get what I need? And if your product or service doesn't deal with that, you're going to have a real problem. Luckily, ours does. And so you have to address how. In this scenario with this one, you just say exactly how. And so for us, we have a very fixed pathway, right? If you finish the pathway, you should be ready for the exam. And at the start of each segment of the path, we do a test with the exam, the actual one they're going to sit, so we can see where they are before they start. The reason we do this is, one, to make sure they're in the right place. Because if they get absolutely 0, they're not in the right place. This is too advanced for them. If they get full marks, they already know it. Why are we wasting their time and money? And that's the question that the parent wanted to know. They wanted to know, why are you going to put her in with other people and waste my money on stuff she doesn't need? Because she doesn't know what it takes to get her child to where she wants to be, right? But we do. And so coming at it from a point of, we don't exchange money for time, we exchange money for an outcome. And so we measure where you are to know what to give you, to measure again, to see how much of a difference it has made. And that's what we sell. We don't sell an exchange of time. Hopefully that would have been a satisfactory answer to this customer, and then we could have moved on. But if you don't get to the bottom of it, and the trick to getting to the bottom of it is re-summarize to them what their issue is and say, hey, please correct me if I'm wrong. Have I understood this correctly? Is it that you are looking for the answer to this, this, this? Okay. The solution to that is this, this, this. Has that 100% completely cleared up the issue? Are there any questions you have around that? If they say no, like you've nailed that perfectly, amazing, you can now move on. That's not going to blow up when you ask for money. So just a quick definitional change for you or understanding. An obstacle is an objection that is before the price. So it's something that will blow up in your face if you don't diffuse it, right? If you don't pre-frame this scenario, if you don't solve people's problems, and it needs to be done during sales calls. If you ignore them and you just move on, that person's not closing, sorry to say it. And you probably felt this too much. I know I used to feel this an awful lot, and even sometimes now I still get it, where I can't get them across the line to really understanding how it is that we solve that problem, or they don't believe it's actually going to work, in which case you have to change tack. You have to go to, right, you don't trust me, rather than the system isn't the right thing. And so then we have to attack that problem. And this is a really interesting thing. If you address the problem and it answers it fully and it doesn't fix it, it's now a different problem. It's actually probably a trust issue rather than a logical understanding. And you can come it back to of saying, hey, look, if I could wave my magic wand in X time, you just get the result. Do you really care how? No. Okay. So if we put a guarantee on that, if you don't get that result, we refund you every single penny. Make you feel confident enough that I know what I'm doing. Now that's a good, strong sales pitch, right? But notice the sales pitch wasn't, are things the best? Ooh, we have this, we have this, we have this. It's, I can do the thing that you want, and I'm willing to put my money where my mouth is. That's it. Sound good? Do you want to sign up? Right, then trust me to do the job. So that's it. Solve obstacles before they become objections. It'll bite you in the ass. Have a great one. Peace.